What up, what up, what up? Long time no talk, y'all. Forgive me. I've been trying to post videos, but the uploads are giving me an issue, but I'll get to it. But welcome back. It has been a while. If you're visiting for the first time, hello, my name is Monique. Nice to meet you. I hope my videos help you and help you do good in whatever venture you have in life. Yeah, get some tea, coffee, something, relax, and let's chat. And welcome back to those that are visiting again back. I really appreciate you guys. You make me and motivate me to make more videos, and I'm happy to do so. Um, just kind of studying for boards, nothing new, nothing strange. But yeah, let's get into the video. So today I am talking about dominating the interview process. So this could go towards a job interview or even an entrance, program interview, anything, any kind of interview. Some of these nuggets that I'm giving can be transferable towards those types of interviews. Anyways, the first thing that you want to do before any interview that we all do is we search for jobs, right? So you search for a job, you find it. It's very easy to just kind of go based off of, oh, what's in my area and what can I apply to? Or I'll just flood in my applications to 10 million employers and hope that somebody contacts me. The good thing about physical therapy is, just like healthcare in general, is that there's a lot of job security. So, there's generally a lot of jobs out there that offer positions throughout. Now, the first thing that you want to do after searching for a job is you want to read the company's profile. So you want to look at statistics. What does this company have to offer? Why would I choose this hospital system versus this hospital system, or this outpatient versus that outpatient? What makes them unique? You want to look at what is, how many beds do they have? Us being PTs, seeing, a good amount of people per day, we want to know how many beds do they have? How many patients do I typically see? What types of patients do they see? Where's the general surrounding? Is it in a safe neighborhood? Do I need to worry about safety? What are employees saying about this company? I typically read a lot of reviews, but I try to look for reviews that are specifically from like rehab specialists. So it could be PTAs, CODAs, speech language pathologists, PTs, OTs, like whoever who writes a review within my discipline I'm interested in, because they do similar work to me. They're in that department, so they get, you get a little bit of a sense of what is going on. Now, of course, with reviews, there are biases. It could be because of someone getting fired or someone leaving, so you always have to take that into consideration, that not everything that is written would necessarily affect you, but it's kind of good to know. And you're looking for trends. So what is the trend? Is everyone saying like these employers, employee to employer communication sucks? Are they saying that the environment is not conducive to success? Are you seeing that trend? If you see that trend, chances are it's probably true. If not, then you can make the decision and just just go with your gut feeling and apply anyways and hope they call you in. Now, when the employer calls you in, what I typically like to do is prioritize. What are my priorities? What will I compromise on, and things that I won't compromise on from an employer, from getting hired? So my top priorities are flexibility, patient caseload and stress, provision of equipment for me to do my work, and pay, just like everyone else. So those are my four main things. Now, when I go into the interview, of course, I actively listen. I pay attention. I focus on what they're saying. I take notes as they're talking. And what I do is, if I found anything in the reviews, I kind of pose the question. I don't know how to put it, but let's say I found that communication between supervisors and employees was a major complaint. I would ask, and you have to be genuine and also professional, but I would ask, how is it communicating? How is communication within the department? I think that people are interested in those kind of questions because they know that you study the environment. They know that you're interested in what, you know, they're presenting or what the organization has in store for you. And you want to know because you don't want to get into something and then hate and regret your decision later. You could always apply for another job, but it just eats up your time and all that. So it's best to address those things right away. So once they're done and they open up questions, usually before I used to say, no, I don't have any questions, but if I do, I'll email them. But it's not the same with face-to-face interactions. So I learned to start writing down my questions and asking the questions as we went along. So I first start with flexibility. You know, what's the schedule like? Is it a 9 to 5? Is it an 8 to 4? Do I have the leisure of making my own schedule? Is it, you know, evening schedule, late afternoon, evening schedule? What is it? Because I have a family, I have a child, I have to come home, I have to pick her up, I have to do things with my family, and I can't be stuck at work all day. So flexibility is like a major thing for me. Number 2 is equipment. I've worked places where, like, you know, computers are short and you have to find that desktop that's free to document, and that just eats more time in your day. And if you're in a place that's productivity crazy, you're going to be unproductive if you have to wait 30 minutes to 45 minutes just to get equipment, get a computer, or get something to help you do your job. So you want to make sure that the place you're going to work at is well equipped. Now, when it comes down to pay, I am not shy asking for monies. I usually go about $4 to $5 more than what they're offering. Again, Indeed.com offers, some companies will post their minimum to max, some don't, but just go with the general consensus with what you think in your area or what you hear from even other people. You know, always go about $4 to $5 above. They might look at you with like 10, you know, with like a crazy eye look, but whatever a crazy eye look is. But they might look at you like, really, is she really asking, or he asking that much? But it's okay, because guess what? Instead of lowballing yourself, go up higher so they can meet you in the middle. So if you go up $5, they could potentially give you $2 more than what you anticipated or what the minimum was. You might not get it, you might get it, but that's fine. Don't be afraid to put that amount out there. And if they ask, like, hey, like, you know, I've had employers recently say, but, you know, you're coming in as entry-level DPT. And I'm like, yes, but, like, I am a PTA first. I have 8 years under my belt. I have had patient care, although, yes, I'm not, you know, I haven't evaluated and done all those things because they weren't within my scope of practice. In general, most settings, aside from acute care, PTs are probably treating 70% of the time, 65% of the time, probably 70%, and evaling 30% of the time. So that's valuable experience. So I always say, like, I would ask to consider that, because I'm not coming in fresh off school, you know, and no offense to anyone, but school life is different from working life. I always say that. Even like going through this program, I realized that there's information that's like school specific, and you're like, really, you would do that like in the clinic in real life? But in the clinic, it's a different story. So anyways, that's another story for another time. So add your characteristics. You know, if you did any special projects, add that to it. Like, you know, in my previous employer, I helped with a joint replacement program, and it was implemented. I did community integration. I helped with employee satisfaction, customer satisfaction, whatever it is. Like, add those to your resume, because it really adds a bulk to who you are. Because if you have 2 PTAs or 2 DPTs applying, what makes you different from the other one? If both of you are potentially licensed or licensed, what makes you different? Why should I hire you versus that other person? The difference is in what are you going to offer me when you come into the company. And this is what employers are looking for, is what are you going to do? How are you going to do it? What shows that you're going to do these things? So you have to ask those questions and go from there. But always going with confidence. Like I remember one of my classmates when I graduated PTA program, you know, she wasn't the smartest, you know, per se, but she ended up getting like $6 more than us. And I'm like, how in the world did this chick do this? And, you know, when we talked, it was just like, listen, like, be confident. Go in like you are the king or the queen of everything. I mean, simmer it down now. Be professional. But, you know, do that and you will possibly, you know, get that request that you asked for, if not something close to it. So, currently, I'm supposed to start work soon. I will let you guys know once I start. But I did go in on an offer that I am excited about. And that's the thing too with offers is like you might not get that high bid, and you might get a minimum, or they might meet you in the middle. But always understand that if employers are paying you very high, that possibly means they're going to kill you, okay, with a crazy patient caseload and probably not enough benefits. You might have benefits, who knows, or they might not even allow you to use your benefits the way you would like to use your benefits. Sometimes, you know, the moderate pay employers are the ones that you have a good work-life balance, and if you're like me, that's what I look forward to, is a good work-life balance. Money is important, but my sanity is more important in general. But yeah, guys, that's what I have, and I'm gonna holla at y'all later. Deuces.